Coming up on Hashtag That.
We're back with the latest Hollywood news updates.
Buckle up, everyone. We have a full breakdown of last Monday's Women Tell All.
And James Charles is at the center of another scandal.
All that and more. From Hamden to Hollywood, we are your source for entertainment news.
From Hamden to Hollywood, we are your source for entertainment news.
What's up, hashtag? I'm Manny Galicki.
And I'm Nia Barassa DeFaro.
And let's jump right into This Week in Hollywood. Internet sensation James Charles has found himself yet again at the center of drama, after a slew of TikToks were released of a 16-year-old accusing 21-year-old James for sending him lewd Snapchats and aggressively flirting with him. The internet had a few choice words for Charles. James then released an official statement regarding the situation and promised from here on out he will, quote, ask to see the ID and passport of every guy I have a conversation with, end quote. In other news, Jeanette McCurdy from iCarly is officially stepping away from acting for good. After her run on Nickelodeon on the hit shows iCarly and Sam and Cat, she tried her hand at writing and directing. McCurdy sat down with Anna Faris on her podcast Empty Inside and confirmed that she considers herself done with acting. And then she revealed she was not particularly proud of the work that she had done on her previous shows. As sad as we are that McCurdy will not be joining us for the iCarly reunion, we are happy she's finally taking her life into her own hands.
Rap music artist DaBaby had an interesting name drop in his most recent song. The song features a line calling dancer and pop artist JoJo Siwa the B word sandwiched right in the middle of the song. Siwa fans were appalled DaBaby received a lot of backlash for this line and reassured fans in a tweet that, quote, don't let him trick you into thinking I'd ever have a problem with you. My wordplay just went over their heads. All the love on my end, shawty. Keep shining, end quote. Last up, pop music star Bruno Mars announced a new single and album. Mars was not released any new tunes since 2016 with his hit 24 Karat Magic. The 11-time Grammy winner announced that him and fellow musician Anderson .Paak have collaborated to form a band called Silk Sonic. Mars posted the new album concept art on his Instagram with the caption, "We locked in and made an album." We're definitely looking forward to hearing it.
If you're a Marvel fan, we're assuming you were glued to your TV on Friday night for the finale of WandaVision.
Hashtags Audrey Scafati and Mason Glod are here with the WandaVision finale review. Let's go take a look.
What's up, hashtag? I'm Audrey Scafati.
And I'm Mason Glod, and today we're doing a full review of WandaVision. Starting from where we left off, in the 8th episode, Agatha takes Wanda through a journey in her past, and we learn how Westby was created and how Wanda got her powers.
We also learn about Agatha's origin story and how she was a witch during the time of the Salem witch trials.
In the series finale, Vision fights another Vision.
Wanda becomes the Scarlet Witch.
Agatha gets banished to Westby forever.
And Wanda's whole family dies.
What a disaster.
In the first post-credit scene, a scroll reveals herself to Monica and says that a friend from the sky wants to see her.
I think it's Nick Fury because of that after-credit scene in Spider-Man Far From Home.
I think it's Captain Marvel because we know that Monica will show up somewhere in Captain Marvel 2.
In the second post-credit scene, we see Wanda with the dangerous book The Darkhold, looking for her children. That's obviously setting up Doctor Strange 2.
It's almost time for the multiverse of madness. Something that Mason and I thought was a flaw in the series finale was this second Vision coming, kind of becoming Vision, and then just disappearing after having this big sort of outbreak.
I think it's obviously setting up for him to come back, but I thought it was way too abrupt of an ending to that storyline. Another flaw we found was the use of Evan Peters. There was just like a lot of build-up around him for him to end up being a random actor.
In fact, no theories were correct about Evan Peters, Mephisto, the multiverse, and the rumored cameo that was supposed to happen.
Even still, I really enjoyed the show overall. It was a great first venture into TV for Marvel, and I'm really excited to see what they do next.
I also really loved the show. I thought the acting and the special effects, and even just a deeper look into who Wanda is as a person, was just really well done, and I'm excited to see what happens next for her character.
We're sad the show is over, but maybe we'll see you next time for Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Who knows? Peace out.
Thanks, guys. We're heading out to commercial, but we'll be right back.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Jules, spotting on this last one. There it is. Keep going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made home ownership happen. Homeschooling yourself on loans, beefing up your credit score.
So I'm pre-approved.
You were like, yes! Sorry. Color coding listings, ticking boxes, and flushing every toilet in a 20-mile radius. Home sweet home. You aced house hunting. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Welcome back to #that.
Next up, Bella Foley and Mason Glod gave a listen to Quinn92's newest album. Let's check out what they had to say.
Hey it's Bella.
And Mason.
And welcome back to Music Breakdown.
Break it down.
So today we're going to be talking about the brand new album Change of Scenery 2 by Quinn92.
Change of Scenery 2 is a sequel to one of his first albums, Change of Scenery. He made this new album with his friends in Newport, Rhode Island during quarantine, trying to get back to his roots. Today, in no particular order, we're going to give our top 5 songs.
The second song on the album is called Distracted Youth, and when I was listening, this one really caught my attention. I really just like the lyrics, and it basically just talks about how, like, people our age and, like, teenagers aren't, like, focused on, like, what really matters, and, like one of the lyrics is, like, we're not focused on the love, we only want attention, and he does really well with, like, the lyrics, and they're very, like, deep and thought out.
The second song we picked out is called My Wife and Two Dogs, and it was one of the singles released from the album. I really love this song. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's just him talking about, like, his wife and 2 dogs, and just the good times he has with them.
Yeah.
And he includes a little barking sound effect, which really just makes the song so much more fun. And it's definitely good to play in the car with all your friends. The next song we picked is called Stay Next to Me, featuring Chelsea Cutler. This song is so much fun. It was a single released before the album, and I know we've both been listening to it so much. First of all, love Chelsea Cutler, so always happy to see her on the album. And this song's just about having someone there for you whenever you want, even when you're in an uncomfortable situation. This might be my favorite on the album.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. I think this was the first one I heard off the album because it was a single that was released beforehand, and it's definitely just a good song to sing with your friends, you know, people you love, people you care about. It's got a really great message behind it, and it's super fun to listen to. The next song we wanted to talk about is called We Don't Talk Enough, featuring Alexander23, and I'm a big fan of Alexander23. To be honest, I didn't really know, like, him and Quinn92 and all these other artists were, like, as close and, like, wrote music together, so I thought that was really awesome to see him on the album. This is definitely a sadder song. It's more about losing touch with your friends, you know, which can happen in college and high school and life, and just kind of looking back on that and, like, missing them and wishing that you talked more.
I think this one also showcases their talent a lot, because they're both very good singers, so.
Yeah, they have great voices.
The final song we've chosen is the final song on the album called Look How Far We've Come. This is a great way to end the album. It's very, like, reflective, and the instrumental is really good. I think it really puts into perspective that he went to Newport with his friends, and they were kind of just talking about life. And it's also significant because, like, this is a sequel to one of his first albums, so it feels like he's kind of talking to his younger self during it. And it's just a great song to listen to. Like, I could see myself walking around Quinnipiac listening to this.
Definitely. And I think just the album as a whole is very, like, reflective and, like, nostalgic and kind of just what the song says, looking at how far he's come in his career and, like, his life with his family and his friends. And I just really loved all of it.
For sure. Now it's time to give our overall rating for the album. I really loved it. I love Quinn92. He's one of my favorites. I think sometimes he falls into a trap where some of his songs sound the same, but I love how they sound, so I don't really care that much. So I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, to be honest, I hadn't really listened to Quinnipiac too much before, like, you'd recommend his music to me and everything, but I definitely really enjoyed this album, and I would probably give it, like, an 8 or 9 out of 10 as well.
Very good. Go check it out now.
We hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time on Music Breakdown!
Thanks, guys. I will definitely be jamming out to that during the next week.
Sydney Reynolds is with us now for this week's Weird News. Sydney?
Hey guys, I'm Sydney Reynolds, and it's time to jump into some weird news. First up, everybody's favorite meme of an actor, Nicolas Cage, just got married, which doesn't sound weird until you look into more of the details. This is his 5th time being married. His previous 4 marriages only lasted between 1 and 4 years, with his last marriage, his 4th marriage, only enduring 4 days before the couple divorced. His most recent bride, Riko Shibata, is also 31 years younger than him. Let's hope 5th time's the charm for Nicolas Cage. And speaking of marriages, Harry and Meghan went on Oprah to talk about theirs. There were a number of bombshells dropped during the interview, but when Oprah asked about their son Archie, the parents talked about some weird information. The boy, who is barely 2 years old, has a favorite saying, "Drive safe." Apparently he says it every time someone leaves the house. After what happened to his late grandma, Diana, many people feel spooked by this coincidence. And lastly, today is International Women's Day. Burger King made a strange announcement when revealing their newest campaign. They tweeted out, "Women belong in the kitchen." That was it. They then followed it up with a series of tweets talking about the lack of women in the culinary industry and how they plan to financially support female chefs. People felt mixed about this. Different way of supporting women. Some say it's not right to use sexism as a way to shock people, but others say it will gain people's attention and overall help women in the field. Either way, weird move, Burger King. But that's all from me today. Back to you guys at the front desk.
Thank you so much, Sydney. As always, it's time for this week's Bachelor Breakdown. Erin Kolkaiser is going to give us a full rundown on the dramatic Women Tell All.
I'm Erin Colcher, and today I'm sharing the latest updates from last week's episode of The Bachelor Women Tell All special. During last week's episode, the girls were reunited to answer all the viewers' burning questions. Given the amount of drama that happened this season, there is a lot to cover. The episode started by recapping what we had already seen, highlighting the toxic conflicts and showing the women's reactions as the clips were playing. Chris Harrison then asked some of the women their feelings on specific fights. This recap really made me realize how much drama happened that I completely forgot about. The fight between MJ and Jasenia was addressed in this episode, and it became clear that the girls had already taken sides with one of the two. Several girls joined in on this conversation, and Mari being one to defend MJ and her character. Speaking of defending women in the house, some were quick to stand behind Victoria and her actions throughout the season, saying that they were all in good fun or part of some joke, regardless of the strongly descriptive words she had for some of the women. Victoria responded by saying, "Well, are you, like, super sensitive, though?" Things got a little dicey when Victoria's main target, Katie, talked about the matter, saying that she only accepts Victoria's apology because she knows that karma will screw her over in the long run. After realizing the room was getting a little too heated, Chris then presented a montage of all the unseen dates, seeming to be a distraction from all of the apparent distaste the ladies had for each other. And I'm not gonna lie, some of these dates I'm pretty happy they didn't show, like the one where they blindfolded women and put their hands in a box full of cockroaches. Romantic. One of the most heartbreaking interviews was Brittany's, however, where she opened up about what it was like to come home after being called an escort on live television. She said it not only messed up her reputation, but it also sent her into a depression where she avoided all of her friends and family for weeks after it aired. To make matters worse, she said she hadn't even gotten an apology from Anna, who started the rumors, since she left the show. A lot of the questions got tossed around and sparked the same fights to be rehashed all over again. Definitely not the episode we're hoping for, but I'm looking forward to next week's Fantasy Suites episode. If you want to hear our updates, make sure you tune in to #that next week. We'll see you then.
Wow, that was an intense episode, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen tonight in the Fantasy Suites.
I can't wait to see what they have to say about it next week. Stay right there. We'll be right back with this week's Hollywood News Update.
I know what you're thinking.
Need a job. I need a new career.
Well, I've been there.
I've been there.
I've been there. I wasn't happy with what I was doing.
After high school, I didn't have a plan.
I just wanted to start working. I got laid off twice, but you gotta keep going.
You just need the right skills. Find an apprenticeship.
I found a 2-year IT program.
I found a medical course online.
I'm now a consultant in the tech space.
You have more options than you think. You can do this.
You will find something.
You will find something new.
Welcome back, hashtag. This week we are joined by Ethan McCabe for all things Hollywood news. Ethan, what do you have for us?
Hi everyone, I'm Ethan McCabe here for this week's Hollywood news update. The Netflix hit show The Queen's Gambit is being developed into a stage musical. The series became Netflix's most viewed scripted limited series with over 62 million viewers in its first month on the platform. The show also won 2 Golden Globes Awards last week and previously won 2 Critics' Choice Awards. The official details are still far and few between at this early stage, but we do know that Level Forward, the company that produced shows like Jagged Little Pill, Oklahoma, will be taken on the project. What do you guys think of a Netflix adaptation becoming a real musical?
I'm personally super excited. I love a musical, and I think it's a really great way to get new people into musicals. I know that obviously it's been a super huge success and a super huge, done really well on Netflix. So I think introducing a musical aspect to it can only draw in more viewers. I'll definitely be tuning in. I don't know about you.
I personally think it's gonna be great because they've been turning movies into musicals recently. So I think it's great since Anastasia and now they're turning The Queen's Gambit in.
Yeah, I know. The Prom just became a nice Netflix musical,
yeah,
and I know that did really
yeah.
well. So I'm hoping we can just keep riding this high of Netflix musicals.
And the wardrobe already.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be amazing. What else do you have for us, Ethan?
So next up on the news, Disney is releasing yet another animated flick titled Raya and the Last Dragon. The film is about a lone warrior seeking the last of the dragons to stop evil once and for all. It features a predominantly Southeast Asian cast and makes Raya the first ever Southeast Asian Disney princess. The film will be released in select theaters on March 5th. It will also be released on Disney+, but with only premiere access that'll cost an additional $30 on top of the monthly $6.99. I've heard it is an amazing story and the animation is brilliant, and I honestly can't wait to see it. No spoilers, please. What do you guys think of it being released with only premiere access, the story, and the representation?
Personally, I'm a little upset that you have to pay extra for it. I know that I pay for Disney Plus and the $6.99 a month is already taken out of my bank account, but I think I'll probably still pay for it to watch it. My roommates and I are super excited to see it. We've been talking about it for a couple weeks, so definitely it's going to be on my watch list. I'm a little upset about paying for it. As for representation, I'm super, obviously I think that's an amazing step. I think it's super progressive for Disney to be taking steps like this. And obviously it's great to see people like you in Disney movies. I think it's great to see it. I hope it comes to Disney World, Disneyland one day. I don't know, what do you think?
Personally, I'm very excited, even though, Mulan, they eventually released it on Disney Plus for everyone without the $30 fee. So I'm eventually going to watch it, but I hopefully one of my friends can get a, movie night together and we can all watch it and have the best time. So I'm very excited.
Ethan, what do you think? Are you going to see it, do you think?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to see it. Yeah, it sucks that we have to pay that much money, but I was going to pay it anyway. And the animation is brilliant. I really can't wait to see it. It's just, Disney is just stepping up their game with the animation. Like they've always done brilliant, but the animation this time just looks really cool, and I can't wait to see the design on the dragon coming together. It's just going to be an amazing story. Just please, no one spoil it for me, please. And last but not least, the Grammys are coming up this Sunday, March 14th. We finally know who will be performing. Just to name a few: Taylor Swift, Harry Styles, Dua Lipa, Roddy Ricch. As it looks now, these performances will be live, making it the first performance in almost a year of some of these seniors. Beyonce has the most nominations of the night with 9 possible awards. BTS, Harry Styles, and newcomer Chica all earned their very first nomination. And as always, people took to Twitter to discuss what albums they think got snubbed. Most notably, the posthumous album of Mac Miller, Juice WRLD, and Pop Smoke were going to have a full show on this next week. But before the Grammys happen, what are your opinions on it all, guys?
I was super excited to see a A-list cast of musical performers. I definitely had tickets to Taylor Swift and Harry Styles for this summer, so this is going to be my concert from them. And I definitely think it's going to be a great source of happiness for a bunch of people in the entertainment industry. This is going to be the first source of live music we've gotten in so long that I'm personally super, super excited. I already have it recorded on my TV, so I will be definitely tuning in. As for people who are snubbed, I kind of wish Phoebe Bridgers, The Weeknd, got a little bit more love after his Super Bowl performance. I definitely think that at least deserved to have recognition for something. But I don't know. What about you? What are you most excited for?
Honestly, just all of Taylor Swift's albums that came out during quarantine. So I don't know what she was going to perform out of all of them because she had so many planned for her concert.
Yeah, exactly.
And she's probably cooking up some right now as we speak. But I'm Dua Lipa, all the women. I'm such a fan of all their work.
It's for sure to be a great show.
Thank you, Ethan. We'll be right back with Maggie Smith and a food truck review. You won't want to miss this.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. What? My. Oh.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie, nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Greg, come on, man, let's split a ride home.
Hashtag That's Caroline Torpy ate at the food trucks that have been on campus this week. She has some thoughts on them and she would like to share them with you. Take it away, Maggie.
Hey Hashtaggers, I'm Caroline Torpy and I'm here at Lobster Tales to tell you what everyone thinks about the food trucks and all of the food here. I know I personally have been obsessed with Spuds and other food trucks, so I can't wait to find out what people think about Lobster Tales.
So, Will, what did you get?
I got a Maine lobster roll.
Nice! Have you ever had it before?
I have had it before. I'm from Massachusetts, so this is just, it's gonna taste like home, I'm sure, so.
So, do you think they're as good as the ones from Massachusetts?
One way to find out. We're gonna find out. I mean, Maine does make it way better, so I'm interested, but also I haven't gotten a lobster roll from Connecticut. I know my friend Carl is, who just got it, the Connecticut lobster roll, so I don't know, I might have a little bit of his and just try to figure out which one's better, but yeah.
That's a good idea. Have you been to a lot of food trucks on campus?
Yeah, I've been to, what was the other one? I think Spuds was the other one. That was pretty good, and I think that's been it. I've walked by them 1,000 times. Sometimes it's too cold, or sometimes the line is way too long, But everyone says it's really good, so I'm glad the line was like super short. So
Yeah, you got lucky. I also tried the insomnia cookies from here. It was so good.
Okay.
What did you get?
yeah, so Carl got me like an insomnia cookie, and an extra one. He's like, "Here, take this." I'm like, "Oh my God, perfect!" Says there's one like near where I live, so.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I wish there was one near where I live. Like, I love heating them up though. So good.
So good.
Jeff, what's your favorite thing to order?
For me, it has to be the main roll because I like it cold and with mayonnaise, but you know, it's absolute heat, so you don't really have to worry about the cold. But it's just a great combo all around. Last time I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Do you go to the food trucks a lot?
Oh, I almost go like every day. Me, my brother, and some others just hitchhike all the way to York sometimes. We sometimes just hang here. Whatever's the best option, we'll take.
Wow, you're really dedicated. So do you think the food trucks are better than the food on campus?
I'd have to say so. The food this semester has been a little lacking compared to last semester, but you know, all around the schools has some decent food, but the food trucks, another class.
All right, I'm here with Jonathan, and he got...
I got the lobster grilled cheese. I'm excited to try. I've never had it.
Ooh, have you ever had anything from Lobster Tails before?
This is my first time. I'm quite excited. You know, I try, but then I see the line, and like, it's great that they're doing business, but I just can't wait. I always have somewhere to go. It's sad, but
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I think I went to Spuds. Did you ever try Spuds?
I love Spuds. I will stand by their potatoes. Excellent.
So potatoes are your go-to order there?
Yeah, for the most part. I love a good baked potato.
Have you ever tried Lobster Tails?
I've tried not the truck itself, but lobster is one of my favorite foods. So I saw that this was over here, and I had to go with my friends. But I've never tried the truck itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, have you tried any other trucks?
Oh yeah. I've tried La Mesa, the Ted's cheeseburgers. I had the Spud at one point. They're food trucks. I mean, like they're all gonna be good. It's gonna be kind of expensive, kind of good. So you know, I'm happy with whatever. Honestly, I'm just here for food.
Do you have a favorite food truck?
No, honestly, they're kind of all good. But I did like Ted's cheeseburgers a lot. The steamed cheeseburgers, those weren't bad.
Okay, well, I'll have to give it a shot. Okay. So thank you so much for letting us ask you about the food truck, and we'll see you around.
For this week's Celeb Celebration, we are wishing a big congratulations to YouTube power couple Zoe Sugg and Alfie Days for the announcement of their baby girl on the way. The couple took to Instagram this weekend to announce that they will be having a baby girl this September. Congratulations, guys.
And we're wishing a happy 27th birthday to YouTube creator Natalie's Outlet. She has over 8 million subscribers that follow her beauty, lifestyle, DIY, and female empowerment content.
Well, that's it from us this week.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Q30 Television, Twitter, Q30 Entertainment, and on our new Q30 app.
From us at the desk and all those in the control room, thanks for tuning in with us, and catch you back same time, same place next week.